Hello dear viewers, this video is all about the PENTAX K-1 Mark II. My name is Kemp.
I'm Muizebelt.
And this is one video in a series of 3.
We'll be discussing the PENTAX K-3 Mark III, the K-1 Mark II and the PENTAX system as a whole.
So let's go! So Mike, what is this video about?
This one is about the K-1 Mark II. It's a camera I've been using since 2016. Not this version, but the original version. It's my go-to camera. I use it on workshops, I use it on my travels, I use it almost daily, and I love it to bits. I just returned from Namibia and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my experience there with this beauty.
We are both K-1 Mark II shooters.
Definitely.
And what I really love about this camera is the image quality.
Totally agree.
What can you tell us about the image quality?
Yeah, well, apart from the 36 megapixels, of course, for me one of the most important features of any camera is the image quality, and not only the image quality in the field, but the quality of the raw files. Normally you've got some shadows that are a little bit dark, and with the K-1 Mark II it's very easy to correct that in post-processing. Apart from that, the dynamic range is huge. I think it's 14 stops, which means I can capture a lot of detail in my images. And apart from that, the images have got a certain feel, and that's of course due to full frame. With full frame, your depth of field, the way your depth of field works, creates beautiful bokeh. So the image quality of the K-1 definitely one of the highlights for me. Although using the large and bright viewfinder is great, I actually prefer to use the 3D LCD screen on the back. It tilts and flips every direction, which makes shooting at a low angle or a high angle very easy. What I normally do when I'm in live view, I go to 100%, move the view to my desired focus location, make sure the focus is accurate, do a last check on my exposure, and I just press the shutter. And this is for landscape photographers really a great piece of gear on the camera. Going to do a quick change of lenses. The 2470 goes off and the 1530 goes on. And the 1530 on the K-1 is really fantastic. The extreme wide angle capabilities of this lens on the full frame 36 is great. I've used this combination a lot in Namibia. The lens is excellent, it's sharp, and compositionally the 15mm gives you other opportunities that the normal landscape 24mm doesn't give you. So back to my 1530. Without a doubt, there are quite a lot of PENTAX photographers watching this video, so I don't need to tell you about the weather sealing of this camera or how sturdy it is. But the video should be complete, so I'll do it anyway. The PENTAX K-1 is built like a brick, and the weather sealing has saved me numerous times, both in winter conditions but also in the harsh environment of Namibia. Temperatures are soaring to 40 degrees and it's very dusty, very sandy, and up till now, after 3 weeks of traveling, there's been no sensor spots on the camera, so I'm very happy with the sealing and the build quality of the K-1. Well, when I was in Namibia, one of the things I was doing was scouting locations for my photo tours. And the K1 really helped me there because it has the built-in GPS module. What it basically does, it stores the location info next to the images, and when I'm back home and when I open up Lightroom, I can instantly see where I made the images, and that aids me in getting my participants to the best possible location. But the GPS module also is the heart of the astro tracing function. PENTAX prides itself to being an astro camera. It's got a lot of LED lights at the exterior, which aids you with changing lenses, with operating your buttons, but also because of the GPS module, the sensor can follow the stars, and what it basically does, it makes sure that the stars are pinpoint sharps instead of small streaks. They built on that, and in the menu you can also start really cool features like the astro tracing function or the star trail function, where the camera basically makes an image where you see how the Earth is rotating around the stars. Really, really cool.
So for the people who are watching this video, what, Mike, for you is the conclusion, the main message of this video about the PENTAX K-1 Mark II?
Well, apart from, of course, the joy to use the camera, the build quality, the ergonomics, the main feature for me for the K1 is image quality. I teach a lot of workshops. I see a lot of images from different cameras, different brands. And one thing that strikes me, but also the participants of my workshop, is the quality that the PENTAX K1 produces. Dynamic range, the color gradation, it's excellent with this camera. So my main feature of the PENTAX K1 would be image quality, and image quality.
And I think we couldn't have concluded this video better. This video is part of a 3-video series. We already made a video about the PENTAX K3 Mark III, and there is also a video about the main features of the PENTAX system as a whole. So if you are interested in that, be sure to take a look at those videos as well. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Mike, for taking us along during this journey.
My pleasure.
And we'll see you in the next video.